Last week we have made over 1000 pip on a single trade on gold. The disappointing NFP delivered around 25,000 job creation in the US, which was devastating. But not for us, because we caught 1000 pip. Let's see the trade. The bottom trade was the NFP, which obviously I forecasted for the AlphaFX members. I already sent out the signals before the NFP trade, and then I entered into another trade during the NFP publishing of the economic data. The second trade was yesterday because the hype from last Friday's NFP overspilled to next week's trading, or the new week's trading. So this Monday I entered another trade, and that yielded 530, close to 600 pips, because it pulled back recently. And today I entered another long position because I don't see any fundamental reasons why gold should have a major correction or why traders should sell gold. Fundamentally speaking, if you think logically, the market is leaning towards a September rate cut, and the FOMC interest rate decision is going to be next week. Yes, you heard it right. And until that, we have PPI tomorrow, CPI on Thursday, so you got 3 opportunities to make money. And I've got some good news. Forex, which is one of the best brokers in the world, I'm with them for about 5 years now, is offering a deposit bonus, which is basically free money if you deposit your money with them. Now, there's no catch. You can withdraw all your money that you deposited, and you can withdraw the profit that you make with them. Obviously, you can't withdraw the deposit bonus because it's an extra margin, but you can use to trade with it. So you get 3 opportunities in the coming days to actually make money. And if you look at the screen right now, you can see that we have a private Discord where I share all my views in macroeconomics and fundamentals and technicals. I help traders to learn about how to trade high impact economic events such as PPI on tomorrow and CPI on Thursday. So if you want to learn finally real trading, to understand how these fundamental events are moving markets, go to alphafx.eu and sign up to one of the options. Also, if you want to get access to my trades, my signals, my personal entries that you can see right here, which was streamed live last week on YouTube, again, go to alphafx.eu and sign up to the AlphaFX community. Now that we discussed the fundamental things, or the fundamental reasons which driving gold prices higher and higher week on week, creating new all-time highs, you can see that we have this beautiful upward ascending channel which hasn't been broken yet. The fundamental reasons, there's at least 5. I mentioned central bank independence. I mentioned the disappointing job market data. I also mentioned the tariffs, and that's literally 5 or 6 different reasons why gold fundamentally is going up. And the most recent rally is different to anything else in the past, and the only thing that drives gold higher and higher are fundamentals. But we have to look at the technicals as well, because technicals are used to find entries and exits. I do teach these concepts in my course if you go to alphafx.eu. So not just the fundamentals, but also the technicals are going to be taught to you when you sign up to the AlphaFX community, because it includes a list of videos I created personally to show you my technical strategy that I use to find entries and exits. But now let's go back to find an entry today. I already marked on the chart for you that we have 3 potential entries at the current price level. Now, many people will ask me, Tomasz, why would you go long when price is already overstretched? Again, there's no fundamental reason why we should sell gold. There are technical reasons, for example, profit taking and a bit of a pullback, but there shouldn't be a major pullback on gold. So the strategy, or my bias today and for the whole week, is going to be buy the dip. The current price level is at 36.51, 36.65. You can see that price already started consolidating. Now, what it means when it consolidates just below a resistance level, that you can be sure 90% that price will break through this the resistance level, and will create a new all-time high. And if you look right on the chart, you can see we are very close to 3700, which is a strong psychological level. Also, we have this resistance. You can see there's a nice wedge. We have the resistance of this upward ascending channel. Now imagine within this wedge, within this triangle, how many stop losses are being placed, because most people, most retail traders, most Beginner traders, they only see like, oh, there's a double top, oh, there's a resistance, we must short gold. But here's a question: when price is going up, why the hell would you short gold or any asset in the world? This is a typical mistake that traders do. When price is going up, they're shorting. When price is falling, they're buying. Who the hell does that? What I see on the chart right now is clear buys. Maybe it's the current price level, which, by the way, I entered today, and also this entry was shared in the private Discord group. Let me just show you. I sent out exactly at the time when I entered into the trade, I sent out the trade details, I sent out my MetaTrader screenshot, and I sent out the fundamental analysis and the technical chart and trading view. And this is a free of charge trade for you, trade idea. So the current price level is a very good opportunity to enter into a short. The upside is a little bit limited because I think there could be some profit taking at around 36.75, but that's around 250 pips away. So if you enter now, I did, you can catch 250 pips. But if price goes a little bit higher, close to 3700, that's another hundreds of pips. So why wouldn't I enter into a long position? Of course I did enter into a long position. But what if price pulls back to the daily pivot? Doesn't matter. I'm going to still enter another position. Better price, lower entry, higher profit potential. So if price pulls back and the first one fails, there's still another opportunity to enter at 36.20. If that fails, I'm going to enter at the last one, which is going to be 3600. Very strong support level, very strong psychological level. Long story short, I'm buying the dips every single time price comes lower, but it hasn't come lower. And what it does now, price, is that it consolidates just below the resistance at 36.51. So as I mentioned and as I showed you, I do have an entry at the current price level. Look at that beautiful consolidation. And as I mentioned, the amount of stop losses, the sea of stop losses at this price level or above this resistance is an invitation for stop loss hit. And remember that this week we have 3 important data releases. Wednesday, it's going to be PPI, which is the producer price index, and then CPI is on Thursday, which is the consumer price index. The difference between the two is that the producer price index, the producers are at the very beginning of the supply chain, whereas the consumers are at the very end of the supply chain. So when you get the supply chain, you get the beginning, which are the producers, and the end, which are the consumers. The producers, if they have higher input cost, anything that goes into production, land, labor, and capital, said by Adam Smith, if anything becomes more expensive, that cost, you can be 100% sure, will be passed on to the next one in the supply chain. Wholesalers, retailers, and then the consumers. Sometimes retailers don't pass on because they don't want to miss out on opportunity cost, but the sooner or later it will be passed on. So once again, PPI is your first opportunity to enter into a good trade. CPI is the second one the day after, and you have FOMC interest rate decision. Remember that ForexC is offering a deposit bonus, so don't miss your chance to make money. This could be your next opportunity for a bull run. And remember, one bull run is enough to change your whole life. If you like the video, hit the like button and also leave a comment, because for 3 people, I will give away a membership to the private Alpha FX community. Say hi, comment on the video, or just express your opinion whether you agree or not with my technical and fundamental analysis, and become a winner. Thank you so much. This is the Alpha FX.